Guys, gals, and guests, welcome to another episode of LGBTQ plus Singles Live, honey. I'm your host, Bree Star. Let's get this show started, baby. Honey, I don't know what we're going to end up doing tonight. I don't know how things are going to turn out tonight. I had a guest scheduled initially, but they ended up canceling on a bitch. So at the little pre-show, I asked some friends if they would come on, just discuss their experiences, So we gonna see what's gonna happen. And to everybody getting into my outfit, bitch, I was feeling like a Rough Rider today, bitch. It was feeling like early 2000s. Honey, I found this little baby fat hat for $7 at the Dollar Tree. Dollar General. They all say $1 at the beginning and shit don't never be only $1. But I got this little hat for $7. And so I said, bitch, we gonna ride with it. We gonna ride out. Dipset. If Cameron can wear pink, then bitch, I could dress like a nigga and still be cunt. How you doing? Welcome to America, bitch. How y'all doing out there? Hey, handsomes. Oh, Lord. The niggas is in the chat. Bitch, I hope y'all ready to come on tonight, because, honey, they is in the building, bitch. I see them here. I see y'all. Hey, Trent. Hey, Bodacious, honey. We just waiting for you to get the nerve to come on. Up here. What's going on, Trigger? What's going on, my friend Clay? Yes, y'all is here supporting the bitch on this good Monday. It's rainy here, bitch. So a bitch been, I've been feeling a little lazy. That's part of the reason why we giving a DMX effect today, bitch. Honey. Because bitch didn't feel like doing no hair. For me to go outside and that shit to turn into the bush, no thank you. No thank you, honey. We ain't got time to trim hedges today, bitch. We gonna throw in this hat and we gonna keep it the fuck moving. Yes, you, honey. You the person in here with the most body. Jesus, praise the Lord, honey. I wish you was about 10 years older. Wouldn't even have to worry about it. You staying for the update, love? I got background crew. I wanted to know if they were staying for the update. Here recently, I hadn't been really doing a love life update for y'all, because if you was here last week, then I told y'all shit was getting real close to home. And bitch, that was a sign. So last week I was home. Praise the Lord, honey. But no, in actuality, there's somebody I like. So there's somebody I like. And I'm just going to say it right now. If we do end up dating and we do end up together, y'all going to stop thinking I have a type, because I swear to God, these motherfuckers be fishing me out or something. Honey, if they light-skinned and trans male, it seems like they automatically into Bree Star. And then y'all blame it on me like I'm hunting these niggas out. I ain't color struck, bitch. But chemistry is chemistry, and we definitely have chemistry. So, worst comes to worst, we're gonna end up being friends, but we're gonna see where this goes, honey. Oh, we got the requests going on already. All right. Let me let backstage know that we through with the updates, honey. Backstage, we done with the update. We moving on to the next segment, honey. Y'all hear that? That's clarification that I wasn't talking to a motherfucking wall. Y'all think we really got production going on in this bitch. Y'all think I be playing. All right, we got a friend popping up. Let's see what friend want to talk about.
One second. I'm sorry. You caught me in the middle of me getting my life together.
I caught you doing what?
In the middle of me getting my life together.
Oh, friend, what is you over there doing, friend?
I had just got back in the house with my sister. Me and my sister was running errands together.
Oh,
She the type of person that'll say 2.5 seconds. We'll be going for 2 hours.
oh, I know one of those people. They
Uh,
currently working backstage. So,
love you.
friend, I asked you to be on the show. You said that you wasn't coming on because you wasn't. So, had you changed your mind, friend?
I was curious on how this usually goes. I was like, let me be nosy.
All right, well, honey, we gonna nose you right through these. Give the people your name and your pronouns, love.
My name is Dion Session. And my pronouns are they, them.
Dope, dope. Age and location, please.
I live in Newark, New Jersey, and I'm 23. Sorry that I'm not 10 years older.
Oh Lord, don't do me like that, Dion. Don't do me like that, friend. What's your B-Day or zodiac sign?
My B-Day, I'm born on July 3rd, 99, and my zodiac, that's a Cancer. Yes, I'm emotional.
Yes, honey. We love the emotional assigned male at birth people. Show them how to do it. Set an example.
Not when they Cancers, they evil.
All right, next question. What? Do, I know that you identify as non-binary, right? But
Yeah.
what's your sexual orientation, friend?
I'm a bisexual. I would say I'm pan, but like, I don't know. I do prefer more than the other. I pull towards like I think with people's bisexuality is different. I think my romantic attractions to cis men are like not as strong when I'm like more connected to trans people or women or non-binary people. Sexual attraction, everybody. That's cool. But then men,
The sexual attraction kind of depletes the more they talk, huh?
it's the romantic attraction that depletes. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and plus like with like women or like with non-binary trans people, I'm more at peace.
Mm.
I feel more safer and open with who I am in terms of my gender identity, especially with trans people and non-binary people.
I can relate. I can relate. I can agree. I can agree. And what do you do for a living, friend?
I'm a as of right now, I work with kids at a high school. I'm a paraprofessional.
Okay, you don't be putting your hands on the children, do you?
Hell no.
Okay, honey, because
Mm-mm.
some people look like they need a beat.
They do, but I'm like, listen, this your life. I got my diploma.
Why would you say that you're single, Dion?
Why would I say that I'm single?
Yeah.
I would say that I'm single because I went through a breakup last year, and I can say that it was the best thing that happened
How?
because when when I was in a relationship, I loved my partner, but I didn't love myself at all. So when we broke up, I was basically thrown in with the wolves. So it was either getting eaten alive or get through and live to say that you got through. So since then, I've been enjoying my own. I constantly say I love myself to pieces, and I'm always astonished with the amount of strength that I have. So like since then, I've learned to love myself, and I like to enjoy my own company. And I would, and for the time being, if I do meet that person, I want to love myself a little longer because I get the chance to do that as much as I did growing up. Because growing up, I was mainly concentrating on the physical attributes, like, being a big bitch in this world and bitches hating. And I'm like, I got over that. And then I'm like, oh shit, internal insecurities. I forgot about that. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our
so
society is so superficial that we tend to focus on the outside so much that by the time we make it to working on the inside, we already the fuck drained, honey.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
learned that the hard fucking way, and then like with my ex, I honestly said that I put so much love into him and forgot to leave some for myself. So when I break up happened, I was like, listen, he moved on. Now I got to do something with my life. And since then, I'm like, honestly, being single is a very fun time.
It
And
can be.
I'm like, damn, this shit fine. So I'm like, yeah, you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I got to do too.
I think. I think. Do you think that at this point, you said it's been a year, right?
A year and it's a year and 4 months. Yeah,
Do you think that at this point you're ready? You're ready to move on. You're ready for love?
I it would have to be no because it'll have to be no because I'm like, damn, I ain't really get the chance to and explore. I don't like the term experiments. I'm like, ew, that's kind of. I never got the chance to explore, get every taste of the rainbow yet.
Mm-hmm.
Cause my,
Especially
cause my ex was my first
your first what?
everything.
I was choking because in the back of my throat, I was holding back that breakup was a good thing. You know, in the back of my throat, it felt like I wanted to say, yes, I'm glad y'all broke up so that you could figure out who you are and what you are.
And
But
I'm happy it
you
happened.
never judge. I know people who have been with their first for 30 years, but in your case, yeah, you're 23, and I know you're grown. I know you're a whole adult, and but being somebody who's more than 10 years older, I'm telling you, you're gonna look back at 23 and be like, I was a fucking baby.
Oh yeah. I still see myself like that now because I'm like, I can't penalize. I hold myself to a high standard, and sometimes you gotta, it's okay to hold yourself to a high standard, but at the same time, life is filled with mistakes, and I'm like, I'm not gonna keep penalizing myself for being human. So things ain't perfect, and it's whatever.
I
But
will say honestly, because there's very few people in your age group who I actually follow and support their content. And with that being said, I can understand you putting yourself at a high standard. I can easily believe that because you express great maturity online. I'm sure there are a lot of people in my age group who do follow and support your content. But with that said, what do you think is your biggest strength as a person?
um, my biggest strength. Ooh, I was just thinking about this too. My biggest strength is I keep it real with myself. Like, not is it don't even have to be just like in terms of being a pessimist or optimist, but like I keep it real in terms of like wherever I go, whoever I'm around, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Because even though it's like I don't take because in terms of like my past transgressions, there's a lot of shit that I learned about myself. I was like I tend to do things alone only because I feel like I've managed to find out my balance, like keeping it real in terms of like whenever it's time to like you know time to in terms of being vulnerable, whether if I want to deal with it myself or deal with like talk to other people. I know how to acknowledge like what I can handle. So like my strength is just like acknowledging my wants and needs
Okay.
and like and able to assert what I want and what I need and keeping it a buck 50.
Okay.
Honestly.
That definitely comes through in your online persona. What would you
Yeah.
consider to be your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness. I would say it. To be honest, okay. If I'm being honest, it would have to be being organized. And I'm this past year, growing up, I was one of them bitches that would buy an organizer. I'm like, yeah, I got an organizer. This year is gonna be great. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I will not utilize that motherfucker. People are like, oh, use the organizer on your phone. No.
Is that a common trait for cancers? Because I dated a cancer before, and he was the type of dude that like only he could find shit in his room.
I guess so, because I'm that bitch too.
Well, maybe that's I'm from my understanding, cancers and Virgos can work and have worked. Um, for me, there was potential there. I didn't pursue it,
Yeah.
but but if that's the case, I can understand why. Because they say Virgos are known to be organized. I don't know. I always feel like I'm all over the place. Maybe it's personal.
No,
Um, as
I'll
of
be all over the place.
as of right now, in your single journey, have you even thought about your future and dating? Have you thought about dating at all?
Whew.
Like,
I actually eventually, what's funny is that even though I haven't, because I was in a committed relationship, this is why I label it as a situationship, because it was one thing that kind of prohibited us from actually taking things to the next level, and it was distance. And that did weigh in on both of us, whether if it was us pissing each other off. Because it was a lot of shit that I was dealing with at that time that I never dealt with my ex. Why am I bickering and bitching with you all the time? Like, this is not what I usually do. And it's like, I'm like this, but for some reason I keep running back. But then, so this how it happened. Me and him met back in last year in March, and then me and my ex opened our relationship at the last couple of months, and then I was talking to him. He lives in Chicago. I live in Jersey. I think during the pandemic, long distance like friendships and relationships was normalized, especially me being on social media. It's typical. But and then me and him started dealing with each other heavy, and then me and my ex broke up, so I stopped talking to him. But then we reconnected when I started school again, and me and him, like, we just kind of clicked back. I'm like, I kind of miss you, and then we just started reconnecting. But I'm like, why? Like, I'll be pissing you off, cause I'm like, I'll fuck up, and I acknowledge that I'm not perfect, and then we always just like go back and forth. But the moment we saw each other that whole week, he came to Jersey. Oh God, I'm like, oh, this is how it is in person.
it
It was,
was,
oh no, it was amazing.
oh,
It was the complete, like, because even though it was great long distance, but it was complicated
I
because
can't. I personally can't do long distance.
I
Um,
promise you, he's the last. They're the last.
yeah, I learned long distance the hard way. And I will tell you this: most people I know who have actually been in real long distance relationships, that first one tends to be their last, unless of course there's somebody who has some type of mental health issue where it really takes some time to feel comfortable being in somebody else's presence. Those
Yeah,
are the only people who long distance relationships work for. Somebody who really needs a long time to get comfortable being around somebody.
yeah.
Um, have you discovered, other than long distance, have you discovered any potential deal breakers going forward?
Um, long distance. Uh, that's it. Well, that's one. Um, I don't know. I haven't discovered. I feel like it depends on the person I deal with, because for some reason I encounter different shit for different people. But I think the deal breaker is like it's always been a thing. Just shitty. Like, don't like communicate to me on like how you feel. I did encounter, that's like the one thing that like threw me off with somebody. Like, he just did some bullshit, and I'm like, bro, don't ever talk to me again. And I'm dead serious. Because when I say, like, shitty communication, basically, this is going to be very, well, it's not TMI, but it's like TMI.
No, TMI, TMI, TMI.
Me and this guy, this is why I say I don't really like dudes like that. This is why I don't be on Grindr like that. And if I'm on Grindr, it's not with cis men. This guy. Oh, actually no, it is a deal breaker. White. I'm like, yeah, that's
You want to be fair, friend. I'm not even going to leave you out on the limb by myself. That's something that I have been questioning for the past 2 years. If I could date a melanemic person, if I could date a Caucasian, if I could date a 6x11, 3x11, whatever size paper you buy. I've been really asking myself, could I date somebody white? And you know, I secretly love white people on the weekends. But after Netflix and Ryan Murphy did what they did with their motherfucking Jeffrey Dahmer series, bitch, I'm traumatized. Honey,
no,
if you thought that you loved me, you thought that there was a potential, and you're lacking melanin,
no,
baby, we're going to have to try for another lifetime, bitch.
Yeah,
This our season.
It's not happening. I think the thing was, so I think one thing I acknowledge in myself is that I have kind of a like power dynamic issue. So one thing's for sure, a white person is not topping me. Point blank. That's not happening. That's not happening. It almost happened, but that's the most that will ever happen. And it's not happening again. I'm telling you right now, it's not happening. So basically, like, this guy, we met back in November, and we did stuff in his car, but we didn't really go that far. He hit me up back in March. This was the first time in a while where I felt ugly. I'm like, and I always say, and I see this, I'm a bad motherfucker. So the fact that you put me, like, you made me feel this way, just because of the fact that you couldn't tell me how you feel, it's gonna be a problem between me and you. So, long story short, he hit me up out of nowhere, and I'm like, it's convenient. I could sneak in with my dorm. I was still in school at the time. I could sneak in with my dorms, whatever. Here's my thing: when people enter my safe, I keep my space safe as possible because I expect the same from you. So once you enter my domain, I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. Let's be clear. But they say, whatever you like, I love. Whatever you don't like, I fucking hate. So if you don't want it, cool. So he pulled up. I snuck him in. We could have just chilled, chat, if that's what you wanted. He initiated everything.
Oh, cool.
He kissed me, got me out of my bra and panties, got me in the bed, did all this shit, right? Cool. I'm down with the shits. You feel me? Then I did. I thought I was on some top shit. I'm like, I'm top man, what's good? And then and then I'm like, I think we paused. I paused because I'm like, damn, wait, you came to the dorm sooner than I expected. I forgot to shower. Let me go wash my ass. He was like, oh, white boys, oh, do you want to, like, you mind if I shower with you? No. Just point blank, no. Nothing crazy. It's just like, you're not showering me. When I tell you, this is the funniest part. When I tell you, when I got out the bed to get dressed, I'm putting my my dress on to get in the shower. He was looking stupid as fuck, butt ass naked in the middle of my floor, standing there with his dick out, just looking at me. I'm like, yo, you can literally, like, chill. Like, you're good. Like, you could sit down. Like, just standing there looking around like stupid as fuck. It looks so low-key in the back of my head. I'm like, some weird shit about to happen. So I'll get in the shower for like 15 minutes. Huh?
I said weird shit had already began.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And then like, next thing I know, I come back out of the shower, he's gone. Like he's gone. Like Avatar, Last Airbender, gone. Yes, and I'm like,
I swear to God, the last time I had an encounter with a Caucasian cis man, I went to my bathroom to
uh,
freshen up because I'm always a freshen up girl.
yeah,
You gotta keep it squeaky. But anyway,
er-ee.
I come out of the bathroom, honey, and this motherfucker was trying on my underwear. Now, first of all, no judgment,
No
no
judgment, but it's like,
no judgment. I might have been down for it, but why is you going?
who the
Why
fuck said you could put on my drawers, nigga?
I might have had special ones that I was willing to let you wear, motherfucker.
But you,
Weird. It's always the weird shit. It's always the weird shit.
it's always the Caucasians.
So, friend, I'm not gonna go in. So, friend, what are you open to these days, regarding what are you open to regarding other people these days?
Okay, I'm open to. The only thing I've been really open to is FWB, honestly. Like, because okay, in a way, I do like the idea of a hookup, but I know the person I am. When I say friends with benefits, I mean like I actually gotta fuck with you, like for real, for real. A lot of these people claim they have a friends with benefits. I'm like, you don't even know this nigga. But like when you enter my space, like I gotta know you. Like I gotta be able to talk to you, lay with you, cuddle with you. I'm a affectionate little motherfucker, and but I like to fuck. Like that's just how I am. So I feel like that's the only way you can get whatever. Damn, I'm talking crazy right now, but but when I'm messing around, if you want that full extent of me breaking you down, then that's the only way that's gonna happen. That's I gotta actually really vibe with you. And so far so good. Like with me finding friends with benefits right now. That's off my that's like a check on my list right now. And then next threesome. Let's see how that goes though. And I say threesome like and I've been warned like I'm like literally multiple people telling me like if you're gonna do a threesome, make sure it's people that you know and fuck with. I understand. Cause you want to be mad because people want to be mad as fuck when they find out I'm not about them. I say that because if you look at my Twitter or my Instagram, they're like, oh, they be throwing that shit back. No, I lied to you.
I'll be throwing it back for him, friend. You ain't gonna throw it back for the threesome.
Nah, that shit hurt. It hurts so fucking much. It hurts. It hurt, yo. I'm like, ah.
I used to think it hurt until I got the right one.
Maybe
Right.
like we'll see things in the future, but I'm like, as of right now, I'm like, I like topping. That's my shit.
A bottom is somebody who likes to sit on male roosters.
Oh, we don't know what a top
Body,
is.
they know what a bottom was. Praise the Lord.
Praise
I,
pressure. We love
well,
bottoms.
well, friend, thank you for coming on. I can't give you the full spiel because you're not looking, so I can't dig. If you were genuinely looking, then I could dig.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure, I understand. And
but
plus, I'm not,
definitely have to come back and tell us about your threesome experience because the people are going to be inquiring.
hopefully
The
I'll let you
people
know.
people want to know what it's given, and maybe I have or haven't had one of those experiences in my lifetime, and maybe we can or can't compare notes.
I'm going to need some pointers. What about female boosters?
the advice that I would give is opposite from apparently what everybody else has been telling you. I would suggest doing it with people who you're familiar with, but not too close to. People, not people
You
that you know.
know.
But for me, I'm the type of person, like, in the few instances where I have had fuck buddies, like I'm one of those people who go pretend I don't know you. And like, even if you tell people that you know me, I'm going to act dumb as fuck. Like, I think you got me confused with somebody else. You know how people lie on their dick and lie on their pussy. I'm the girl who will lie and say that I didn't fuck you.
Damn. God damn.
And I'm telling you, the acting skills is so superb. You will think that you got the wrong bitch. You will think it really was somebody else.
And to be honest, I get it. I totally get it.
For me, maybe there's some explanation. For me, sex is extremely emotional.
Right.
Like, I'm a hustler, but that's the only thing I can't do is sex work, and it's just because I'm not comfortable with strangers touching me,
Yeah.
um, or touching them. Um, so yeah, like, sex is extremely emotional for me. It's a lot of boundaries have to drop for me to even get to that point. So if I have to if there has to be no strings attached for whatever reason, then bitch, you're an inanimate object to me. Bitch, you're a dildo with a heartbeat. It's no
Yeah,
shit.
with a pulse.
Okay? And
Yeah.
I don't remember your serial number. So if you see me in person, I'm not gonna remember you.
Hey, I'm like, can I help you?
Know me from
You don't remember me?
I heard that I got one of them faces.
What do you mean? Oh God.
People say that they met me before, and I swear I won't know who the fuck they is.
I'm like, bro, I'm fat and black. People say I look like everybody from Ruben Stutter to T-Pain. So like,
Bye, Dion. I ain't fucking with you, but I'm dead. I'm gonna bring you back in because the people gonna want updates. We done already got some shit started.
all right, bet. I'll be back.
Good friend. Thank you for coming in.
All right, see you, baby.
See you later, love. Oh, my friend is way more handsome than T Pain. Or bitches, you saying I look like T Pain? The caucasity. You saying I look like T Pain today? And my baby fat and my DMX? Um, for me alone. It's a price to me. Make it back in one piece. Bitch, y'all better leave me alone. Better leave me alone. Feeling like DMX. All right. We got some more guests. I ain't got time bullshit. We got some more guests coming tonight. Coming tonight. Y'all welcome. Our next guest. How you doing, friend?
I'm fine. How are you?
I can't complain at all. Friend, can you give the people your name and pronouns, please?
My name is LJ. I am they, them, and my Palmer.
Shout out, Palmer. I call him Palmer, but y'all not allowed to call LJ that. Y'all call LJ LJ. What? How old are you, friend, and where are you located?
I am, excuse me, I'm 36 and I live in Ohio.
Oh, I didn't know you was out in the Midwest, friend.
Oh, yeah. Good old corn fed, potatoes and meat only.
I ain't, I ain't mad at it. Give us your zodiac or your B day.
I am a Capricorn and my birthday is December 24th.
Oh, okay. So you just around the river bend.
Yeah, something like that.
You gave
Look at this. I don't have a haircut, so I just put this on. Now I'm out here looking like a fat Tupac, but it's okay.
friend. I told you feel comfortable. I ain't even got no hair today. My hair is upstairs, hanging off one of the hooks in the closet.
Yeah,
Yeah, we ain't worried about it. We regular everyday people over here. You gotta take us as we is.
I'm
If
taking it. I'm taking it.
that us as we are, and you can't, fuck you.
That's right.
So you gave us they them pronouns. Does that mean you identify as non-binary?
Yeah, but I'm one of those people who really don't care what you say. Like if you're like, "Oh, hey girl," I'm like, "Hey," you know. So I'm not too caught up in the pronouns and stuff like that. So it's what it is.
I respect it. I respect it. Um, Sexual orientation. Do you identify
Um,
with the rainbow regarding that?
yeah, yeah, I'm lesbian.
Ow. Hey.
Come on, puss. No.
Yes, I have to get down. Um, what do you do for a living, LJ?
I work for a clean energy company, and I co-own a online boutique with my two best friends.
Work out, work out.
So shout out to luxuryandsilhouette.com. Y'all go check that out.
Yes, yes.
Shameless plug.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna have to tag the business in the ad, and this is where we're gonna tag it. Ow.
Right here.
Friend, why would you say that you're single?
Because I'm a Capricorn. I'm going to blame it on the zodiac sign because I think that, with the last relationship that I had, it was, I found out that me dating another Capricorn is just, if it was a December Capricorn, we'd probably be okay. But it was a January Capricorn, and they're weird. I don't do weird very well. And so after 2 years, like, I mean, I have a hard time saying no.
So weird. Hold on one second, friend. I don't mean to cut you off. Weird how? What would you consider weird?
Weird. Well, I guess I will say just this particular individual was more so just, it was giving, I guess, like whatever she had went through in her life, you are. And, but whatever she was going through in her life or whatever, it was just, she had a lot of things that she needed to handle. And for her to get into a relationship without, I guess, going through her healing journey, like I've already bypassed this. I'm a life coach, I do a lot of things. So I've already been past like my healing phase. So I thought that she probably could have already done this because you get into a relationship and then 3 months later you're like, oh, I'm going to move to Atlanta. But when did that happen? So she moved to Atlanta and we talked for about, huh?
Just randomly?
Yeah. And then like we talked for like 2 weeks. I don't like long distance because the whole first part of our relationship we were up underneath each other all the time. And I'm a cuddle person. I'm a cuddle bug. So and then afterwards it was just more so, we broke up after 2 weeks and then 6 months later, like she hit me up and she came back to Ohio. And so I let her move into my place because I had two bedrooms,
You said 6 weeks or 6 months?
6 months.
Okay. At
So
least you said
I'm,
6 months.
but I think like, I mean, well, she had another relationship while she was there and after we broke up. So I was just like, okay, because I wasn't expecting anything when she moved back because I had a second bedroom.
Within 6 months of her moving to a new city, she had a new relationship and a breakup and was back.
Yes. So that should have been a red flag for me. But yeah, I was young and dumb.
Jesus be a Prozac.
A Zoloft or something. But but I didn't even know that she was living house to house and living in her car and bounce. I'm like, girl, when did all this happen? Like, why were you not independent at all?
Baby, she is really making women look bad on this live
Terrible.
story that we only tell about men in public. This is why no more lesbians on the show with bad exes because they're making women look bad.
I'm trying.
I'm just
I know. But I mean, this is about 2 years ago. So I've been single for 2 years because I'm like, if I had to deal with something like that, I don't want it because in when she got back, she was a completely different person. Like I did not recognize this person at all. Like face, body, yes, same, but
I thought
attitude.
I thought you was getting ready to say went a state over and had went to see Dr. Curve. I was gonna gag.
Oh no, 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 no. Like everything else was fine. And but her attitude and her demeanor, everything changed. Can I smoke on here? Cause y'all got me talking about my ex,
Hey,
bro.
baby, you is
I'm
allowed to.
I'm toxic. I smoke cigarettes. I'm toxic, and I ain't got no weed today, so cause I'm dry.
Baby, you is allowed to do whatever you like. Baby, if Instagram don't
So
off, who am I to judge?
you know. So I
But
mean,
okay,
like,
so you said it's been
so
2 years.
yes,
So what has been was that your longest relationship so far?
that was the last.
Okay, how long was your longest relationship?
Oh, I thought you asked was that my last long distance relationship.
Oh no, I asked if that was your longest.
No, the longest was 4 years, 4 or 5 years, something
We
like that.
got this milestone, friend. I haven't made it over 4 years yet either. Don't feel bad, honey.
4 or 5 years. But I
Yeah.
got a dog out of this last one though, because we broke up, and the first thing I said to her is like, "Can I keep the dog? Or do you have somewhere to stay?" So that may be my toxic trait. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. I'm straight to the point.
Okay.
Yeah, I
It's,
don't I don't I don't play about myself because it's only me.
it's mine too. If that's toxic, then bitch.
And it could probably be like, the delivery or the execution on how I say it. I could be a little nicer.
Oh, that I'm not toxic like that, friend.
No, but see, it wasn't that bad. It was just more so like,
But
I'm no, like, because I loved her. And then I found out that she didn't love me.
but that's not. It's funny when I ask people their strengths and weaknesses because the person who sees this live or who sees this video on YouTube, who's really for you, that weakness is not going to be interpreted as a weakness. Some people like tough love. Some people are very submissive. Some people gravitate toward a dominant, aggressive, assertive.
Hmm.
So that's not necessarily a weakness for everybody. But we got to save you. You threw yourself underneath the magic school bus. What is your biggest strength?
Um, Knowing my love languages.
Mm. Tell us what.
Um,
Tell us. You told us touch. What are the others?
um, Affection. I would. That's touch, but gifts. I
Yeah.
like to. I like to give gifts.
Okay. Okay. I. You want to know what's funny? It seems like the crazy people gravitate toward those that like to give gifts. Have you noticed that?
I think it's all like. I think it's to see what they can get out of that person, and I think that's just something that I've noticed that when I do actually get in a relationship, I'm very honest. I talk about a lot of things, and because I'm a life coach, a lot of people don't realize that when I talk to them, I'm listening, and I listen to what you need, and I make sure that I get it or I do it. And most people can't handle that. I'm that's just how I am.
I'm going to give you my hypothesis on why people who have a hard time managing mental health issues gravitate toward gift givers. I think there's a real, genuine correlation. I think that a lot of people who have trouble, or the average person who has trouble managing their mental health, is going to be the same person who has trouble maintaining a job.
And did. Oh God. And I shouldn't have never told that girl, just stay home. I got this.
No, you don't. ever tell them that, even when you feel it in your spirit. You
And
don't. You don't ever tell them that. Describe your potential ideal partner. No, first of all, do you think that you're ready for love now, friend?
um, I know that I am deserving of love now because I had to go through a whole. After that, it was a 4 year relationship. I had to go through a whole new re-healing and all of that because finding out that someone doesn't love you afterwards does really affect you.
Hmm.
And so you will start to um, categorize everybody in those same attributes that you see. So I had to learn to reevaluate and re-love myself in order to find out that I am deserving of love, but not everybody is deserving of my love. So at this point, um, no, I'm not looking for love. I would, I would if the right person comes along, but it'll be all right.
Still a little iffy. It sounds like we kind of in the same place.
Like
Um,
I talk to people, but then this girl, I'm 36, right? So of course, I have a career, I have a business, I have all this stuff, and the last girl that I was talking to was confused because I had furniture.
red flag.
Cause
Flag.
she lives at home with her parents.
Oh Lord, how old was she, friend?
36. Lived at home with her parents, her mom, her brother, sister, and the ex-girlfriend.
Friend, it's sounding real projects out in Ohio.
Girl, this child lived in New York. And I shouldn't have, you know what? I shouldn't have, can I cuss? Because I should have never fucked her. And I'll say that because I shouldn't have did that. That's another thing. I should have never had sex with that child because I had to block her because it wasn't stopping.
Friend, you do it like that, friend, where you got to block people afterwards and shit.
I had to because it got to the point where she was one, she didn't think I had any furniture. Two, like I get paid really good money and I'm not slow. You know what I'm saying? I have 4 degrees and I'm, well rounded, well traveled, have all these things, what I'm saying. If I stopped and really put together what type of person I am, you'd be like, what? And then this, like, for someone who knew me, would know that I've always had furniture. Like,
Child,
it
it
just got weird.
in your mid 30s. Like, Lord, what do you at this point in your journey, I'm assuming that you're somewhere in your journey where you've at least thought about your future in dating, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The last person I'll talk to, and she just kind of threw that one. I'm like,
In your future, what do you think the ideal person would look like at this point?
it's it was super funny because my mom just left, and she was like, do you still have that dream? And I'm like, what dream? And she was like, the redhead boy with blue eyes and freckles. And I said, yes. She was like, well, you better find him because we need some grandkids. And I'm like,
Hold on, what's going on? You have this thing for red hair,
I
freckles.
don't, I don't want the Caucasian. I don't want the Caucasian. I
Friend,
don't.
judging just because I can't do no more.
But no, seriously, this happened. I was like maybe 11 years old, and this same reoccurring dream that I'm married to this white man with red hair, freckles, and I had 2 kids, Daquan and Stephanie, and I don't know where the hell this came from. And it's the same dream I've had since I was 11. And so my mom asked me if I had the same dream, and I'm like, yeah, it comes around every once in a while. So she's like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So when you gonna stop playing with these little girls? Then I'm like, but my ideal woman is,
Well, baby,
I I
one
will
second, I don't mean to cut you off. Let you know that some of us women are capable of helping you achieve that.
some of that red hair and a little freckle.
I don't know about her, but I know some
Not as sure.
other woman achieve that, baby. And men are already not needed in our society, honey.
That's what I know. So, but my ideal date, I mean, my ideal woman would probably be a very educated woman, at least a little past 36, because these 36 is getting ghetto.
Friend, you're not going to do my motherfucking age group. You're going to make me damn.
I'm right there with you, though. I'm right there with you. But it would be an educated woman, probably within my age bracket. But I just, I don't know.
You know, friend.
I don't know, cause I'm not one of those people that look for looks.
Are you genuinely open to kids though? You mentioned kids. Are you genuinely open to kids?
Yes, if we made a decision together to have children, yes.
Would
But
would you carry?
yeah,
Okay.
hmm
That's
I
that.
definitely would because I'm my mother's only child, so she's been beating my head in to have a grandchild.
I dig
Not Raggedy Ann. I'm not reading these comments, Jonathan.
it. And on top of that, I kikied about the whole idea that yes, trans women in lesbian relationships, lesbian marriages, those relationships can have babies. Would you potentially be open to dating a trans woman? Have you ever dated anyone trans?
No, but my biggest crush is RuPaul.
Oh, so
I do, I do, I do, I do like, I do, I would date a drag queen or a trans woman. I would.
I dig it. I dig it. And I ask because a lot of, if you're outside of the umbrella, a lot of the people who watching this live, their eyes is probably rolling into the damn skulls. But it is, being a trans woman, I can tell you, it is very common for trans women to be in lesbian relationships.
Of course. I mean, I have a child,
You
and
you have a kid, friend?
I, it's a puppy. He's 3 years old, and we have the same birthday. So he right now he's pissed off because he can't be over here on the table.
Honey, me and the puss, our birthday is like a month apart, and if you follow my content, you know that bitch is nuts. I'm waiting for her to start paying rent.
But yeah, I do. To be like Wavy when she says love is love, it definitely is. That is it is love is love though.
I dig it. I dig it. Would you consider yourself more dominant or submissive in relationships and romantic situations?
I am dominant.
Yeah. Night out.
Yeah, I'm dominant. I mean, and the funny thing is, like, I'm very feminine, but I'm dominant.
I dig it. Night
You
in.
should have saw when I put on some leggings today for the first time. My mom left some leggings at my house, so I put them on today, and I said, "Oh, mom, you see this? You see this? Yeah, girl." You know.
Friend, I love to play with gender, honey. And I'm gonna
Hmm.
picture my outfit, honey. Everything is spandex top. Everything is giving you puss until you get to the jacket and the hat. I love that juxtaposition.
Yeah,
Would you prefer a night in or a night out?
a night in. I'm a homebody. I Yeah, I'm a homebody. I definitely was one of those people who was down with the decontamination booth during the pandemic. I was like, oh, I'm building this. But so I'm definitely a homebody. I've always been a homebody, so the pandemic did not bother me whatsoever.
I honestly, I thought I was a homebody until the pandemic hit, and then
Hmm.
100,000 friends later.
Right.
Yeah, I'm more extroverted than I wanted to admit.
Mm.
Willing to relocate for love, friend, or do they have to be in Ohio?
They no, I'm sorry. I can't do it no more. I already left. Like I left for 18 months. I left Ohio and went to Georgia for 18 months, and that relationship I was telling you about just went to the left, and I was just like, all right, cool, and I ended up coming right back home.
So you like it there? You like it home?
Yeah, I like home.
I ain't mad. I ain't
But I
mad.
mean, I mean, I have a car, so well, I have a truck, so I travel.
But they gonna have to be open to relocating because it sounds like you comfortable out in the Midwest, Brian.
Oh yeah, Midwest is where it's at, definitely.
I dig it. I dig
But I
it.
mean, I'm only what 3 hours, 3 hours from South New York, so well, 4. So, but I used to go to New York all the time. I used to live in New York, New Jersey, Delaware. So
Okay.
I have relocated for love most a lot.
Okay. You,
So this time
I'm from.
this time it's more so like if you want it, then you come here. You're gonna have to come here. Like I'll come visit. We'll visit back and forth. But if it's gonna be real, then we definitely coming here. My whole family's here. I want them to get a chance to meet you, type thing, and all that.
Oh Lord,
It
whore
was not scary.
in the comments then said it's Ohio though. Whore, if you never been to Ohio, you never know. You know,
You know.
we from these big urban cities out here, and growing up, we always get the impression that the Midwest ain't nothing but cornfields and lynching niggas. So we be scared a little bit.
You ain't wrong, but you ain't wrong, but I mean, Ohio has a lot to offer. I mean, I don't know what they got to offer, but
Jonathan from Illinois. Jonathan is from trailer parks in Chicago, and he's
oh god, isn't R. Kelly from Chicago?
yes,
Mm.
that nigga not really scary though. He's
I
just
mean, Ohio's not scary. I mean, not the fact that we already by January 5th of this year already had 101 deaths due to murder. So yeah, so it's not that scary.
I I can't talk. Baltimore, we usually hit 101 by the first quarter.
Hmm. I used to live in Baltimore too. I was in 5th grade there.
Oh Lord, they got you out before you could turn into a nigga like me.
I don't know what they were trying to give, but whatever they gave, this is it. And it was a Christian school,
Mm-mm.
5th grade. Yeah, it
They
was.
on how long I can maintain an income without working for a white person outside of Bezos
Oh. I
and
used to I used to work at Amazon. I was a security site supervisor for Amazon before.
baby. Long story short, friend, I'm coming. We gonna have to do a motherfucking YouTube series. Bree does the Midwest. Uh,
We're gonna have to go to Chicago to get some popcorn from Garrett's.
Baby, Chicago is going to be her own little segment. Chicago is going to be a couple of shows. But I got to see what's going on in the cornfield too. I got to turn up a little.
Corn.
I got to break in the bar or something. We got to see what's going on.
You're more than welcome to come.
Friend, I can't do too much digging because I know you're still in your soul searching
I
journey.
mean, you're more than welcome to dig. You're more than welcome to dig
Friend,
because
think that this is enough of them on the first round. I'm convincing you to come on back, LJ.
All right, then.
I love you, friend. Thanks for coming on.
Love you too. Mwah.
Whore. You damn whore in the comments. You did not have to read LJ's Ohio like that. I don't know if you wrong or not. Bitch, I ain't never been to Ohio. Fuck I look like. I'm a tranny that likes to wear boy clothes. Me in Ohio is we're gonna have to record it for multiple reasons. But why not make content out of it, motherfucker? Hey, share it with y'all. Baby, baby, baby. We got some more people coming in tonight. We got a couple more. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long, but we got the friends and the motherfucker. I think we have a friend who's actually looking for love. I'm gonna have him come on first. Welcome my first guest in. Y'all stop playing in my motherfucking face, honey. Instagram, is we letting them in or no? We not doing no more. Has it been too many niggas? Instagram? Has it been too many bitches? What's going on? And Instagram, we not doing. You not letting me do no more. Well, praise the Lord. I don't think Instagram is letting me let nobody else in. Praise the Lord. Okay, let me. Okay, Instagram. All right. Peace be with Jesus. Okay. All right. John. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, my friend. Can you share with the people your name and pronouns, please?
My name is Chauncey. My pronouns are they, them. Sometimes he, sometimes girl. It don't matter.
Yes, give the people your age and location, Chauncey.
I am 30 years old, and I live in Laramie, Wyoming.
Friend, I did not know that you was out there neither. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus told me to send the life raft. Moses is coming on the Greyhound, sending the life raft. Y'all are welcome to come back to salvation.
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
What sent you to Wyoming, friend?
If I'm being honest, I was tired of Houston. Growing up in Houston was weird for me. I didn't have like the normal Houston experience. I grew up in South Park, and then my mom got remarried after she left my dad, and then yes, Matthew Shepard, Laramie, Matthew Shepard, Laramie, yes, that Laramie. My mom moved us to the suburbs for my little brother, who was like I think who was 7 years younger than me. So she got me remarried to him, and then I got sent to a Christian school in Brenham, Texas, all white Christian school. I was one of maybe two or three colored people there. Colored boys, sorry, all boys facility. Yeah, so I didn't have like the normal experience in Houston.
I got you. Was it with the intentions to get you a better education? What was
It
it?
was it was with the intent. So without putting nobody's business out there, that's not me. Because I mean, I tell my truth, but I don't want to tell nobody else's truth.
I,
But my parents weren't always on the right side of the law, and my mom just decided to separate from that life, and my dad couldn't, and still love the nigga. That's my dog. My sister is in here. Wow. But hey, sissy. But she had some resentment. And so I got sent off because I wasn't that much of a, I guess, easy child with the gayness and the all of
that,
thisness and
that
the.
honestly, what I was wondering, friend, I was wondering if it wasn't for the education purpose, was it to send you off and toughen you up, or send you off to kind of hide you?
I think there was a lot of reasons for. I think both. I think there was a lot of reasons. As an adult, I'm finding out more reasons, and I'm becoming to gather my own peace with it.
Well, friend,
Um,
definitely open to us having a whole another discussion about that. I come from a popular drug dealing family that the rap artists talk about. Like,
yeah.
my, my yeah, my original government name, my dead name, is literally in rap songs. Um, So yeah. Moving on. Give
Mm-hmm.
us give us or your zodiac sign.
Uh, um, March 19th. I'm a Pisces.
Hey, fish.
Hey.
And what is your sexual orientation, friend?
I'm forever evolving. I originally identified as gay, homosexual, because I identified as male. Um, but as I am growing in myself and learning more about myself, I'm finding that now that I am detached from the church, absolutely, amen, hallelujah, thank you. I am more open to trans men, masculine presenting lesbians. I'm just, I
And
would say pansexual. I would say pansexually curious.
mhm. I
Is that
say, based on what you're saying, it's a term that I actually heard for the first time on this show. Shout out to Denise Infinity. The term is androsexual, when you're attracted to masculine energy, masculine presentation, but gender identity and genitals don't matter as much.
correct?
Okay, okay. And what do you do for a living, friend?
So I do three different things currently. I'm a active bartender up in the mountains, which is actually pretty peaceful and kind of lucrative. I have a second job for this moving company that my friend owns, which is a really good thing. It gets me out of Laramie, so I can see places like Florida and Georgia. And my brother lives in Atlanta. You know what I mean? My family still lives in Houston, so I get to travel and get paid to travel. You know what I mean? So, and then I also do customer service online for Amazon because I like to spend money and I like to get my nails done and my toes rubbed and stuff.
Sounds like we got another hustler friend in the building. Why
Mm.
do you say that you are single, friend?
I think honestly, in my recent identity journey, I have realized that in dating, I'm less confident in myself. I don't know, and I think it's because of this, right? When I am dating, most men that are attracted to me naturally are attracted to me without my hands, without my makeup, and without my toes painted, and without my Yas Queens and my corsets and my waist trainers and my twerking. They want me to be the nigga that takes out the trash and beats up the people that talk shit. And while I was raised aggressively, I don't want to be that person. So I've steered.
24/7. That may be an aspect of you, but that's not all.
Yeah, I feel like it's a defense mechanism. It's just like a defense mechanism. I'm not really an aggressive person. You know what I mean? Like, I like to cuddle, bitch. I like to watch TV. I like to smoke weed. I like to laugh, friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a goofy bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but don't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? But like my ex,
Who is watching the live? Clearly, you see why me and Chauncey are friends.
you hear me? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, people don't feel like another reason is because I feel like I have to explain, like, especially on, I heard our friend earlier, shout out to our friend because I follow our friend on Twitter, and friend's Twitter is spicy, and we love it, but I'm a feminine presenting top. You know what I mean? And so it's like people see the nails and they think that I can't slang, and just because, you know what I mean, like, I throw this ass don't mean I can't also.
Child, the way you throw that ass is the way you'll throw that pelvis.
You hear me? They say something about down south. They say something about a nigga that can dance. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave it out there. I'm gonna put it on the shelf and just let it sit.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. But I get it. I get what you're saying. People are still catching up to you. Society is still catching up to you and all of the things, and I get it, baby. They gonna always be catching up to us, friend. We always gonna be a couple steps ahead. How long have you been single?
I love you too, sissy. Um, I have been single after a very traumatic breakup. I have been single for, I think, about 2 years now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And Do you think at this point, after 2 years, you're ready?
That's a difficult question because, like, I would say I'm ready, yeah, you know. But I also know what I will and will not accept at this point in my life. And I'm not fixing a fake laugh with you. Like, if you're not funny, bitch, you're not funny. Like, and I'm gonna look at you like you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to keep up appearances. Like, you're gonna genuinely like me, or you have to go ahead, because I pay my own bills now. I don't need a nigga to pay my bills anymore. You know, so but I'm ready for love because I like to cuddle and I don't like strangers. So the hookup scene is not really my.
I get it. I get it. Um, and it's funny because I'm seeing, a lot of the friends who are on tonight, we kind of all in the same place. We're kind of all, I think in a way, we kind of all want love. I think all of us have been romantics.
Yeah, I'm a very, very romantic person, I believe.
But it sounds to me, and definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but I think listening to you, friend, I hear that you're ready for love, but you're still questioning if it really exists for you.
I felt yeah, that was yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I don't think I've said that out loud because I don't ever want to be, I don't ever want to be feel, I don't want to ever make myself or be made to feel like a victim in anything because I've been there, done that, and we're not doing that again. But I will say that I do feel that way simply because the things that I want from a relationship, I feel like are not as easily attained because everybody wants this masculine person from people who give masculine, you know what I mean? But bitch, I'm a pretty bitch too. You just gotta let me put my makeup on. You feel me? Like,
Brian, I'm here to tell you, and I don't know what Wyoming is giving, but I'm here to tell you, as somebody who's been hosting this show for a couple weeks, I done more interviews than y'all probably would believe so far. But that on top of just my experiences and counseling people and people being vulnerable with me, there are a lot of people who want you, and there are a lot of people who are attracted to you, and there are a lot of men who are uncomfortable with that.
oh,
Now,
I'm aware.
now listen to the way I worded that. You are
Okay.
a sexual person, so maybe it's time to look outside of the male identity. Maybe it's definitely time to look outside of the cis male identity. You know, you are educated, you are open enough, you are aware, socially aware enough that you know that you can find all of the things that you want and need in a partner, inside out, body parts, personality, heart. You can find that in somebody who don't consider themselves a man. So,
Correct.
the and my little outside of my brief star, as a therapist, I would definitely give that advice. Not that I'm dogging men right now. Fuck y'all, but not that I'm dogging y'all right.
Now, listen, you ain't gotta tell me I live and have experienced. Niggas is crazy of all colors.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, I've noticed some strengths, but what do you consider your greatest strength?
Um, Off the top of my head, I will say I consider my resilience a really big strength of mine. Because I've been through a lot of shit and like it's really easy to be on this earth queer, black as fuck, and not be able to hide any of that shit
Mm.
and still walk out the door and not want to hit every motherfucker in the face that looks at you weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, so on a daily basis, I choose to get out of bed. You know what I mean? And I choose to allow people to like be graced with my presence because I'm a cool ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Um, but honestly, sometimes I be wanting to stay up in this little apartment and watch my Netflix and my Hulu that's paid for by my friends and chill up in here and say fuck the rest of them out there. So
Keep gracing them. We gotta keep gracing them because we're here for that. We're here to help them, I think, recognize the balance. So I'm gonna give you the same advice that you've been fucking giving me. Bitch, keep gracing them.
yeah. Keep doing it.
It's your
Cause I loved you. I swear, you make me laugh. And you also educated me on some things. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have helped me in following you on TikTok. Cause I found you on TikTok. And in following you on TikTok, one, you have a soothing voice because everyone tells you that. But like, it's easy to listen to things. It's easier to listen to things coming from someone, one who presents as you presents. And I'm not even talking about your gender identity or your sexuality. I'm just talking about your personality and like how you present like on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just chill. It's like you're just having a conversation in front of the damn camera.
yeah.
And like I would rather listen to you than like go watch the news where they point at you the whole time and they're aggressive and they loud as hell like this and doing all of this shit. You know what I mean? And trying to like shoot false propaganda.
Friend, I never even thought of it from that way. For me, honestly, I just as the person editing the videos, I just feel like they come out better when I'm just being natural, when I'm thinking about it. And I gotta give a shout out to you, friend, because it's you and a few others like y'all been here from the beginning. Y'all was here from the beginning of the TikTok journey. And I'm getting chills thinking about it. I might not have even ever accepted this side of myself. I might not have ever been pursuing this if it wasn't for you and a couple others, for real. So I really love you and I appreciate you. And that's why I convinced your ass to come on here tonight.
Yes, you did.
What would you I didn't ask about weakness, did I? What do you think is your greatest weakness?
I'm a hopeless romantic, so I always, even though I know motherfuckers be motherfucking, okay, like I'm not a dumb bitch. I'm really not. But because this is another reason why I moved, people saw me as such an aggressive figure back home. And I wanted to come somewhere and be something softer, something different. And I fell into another relationship to where they was expecting me to be hard and all of this different. So I go and I try to on a daily basis prove myself wrong that I'm not a violent, aggressive person because like everybody sees that anyway. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like even if I'm just defending myself, if I'm just like speaking up for some weird shit that some weird bitch just said, what they see is me because I give the noise. I give, you know what I mean? Like you came here to show out, so let's show out.
Hmm?
And so like but at the same time, like I try to combat that with like love and affection because I'm really naturally I would like to be somebody who's a loving and embraceable person.
It's
Like
not like to be friend, you are.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
are a loving, nurturing, caring. Like I just said, you have to nurture me to accept this part of me. And I'm the motherfucker that's supposed to be getting paid to nurture people. You know,
Yeah, but yeah.
but did ask you are that. And I'm gonna also leave you with this because with us being so much alike, some of the things that I've been learning on my journey might be able to help you. I know for me, I have accepted that I am aggressive and I can be violent. And at a drop of a hat, I know that it's dog eat dog, and I know that it's you against me, and I know that if it has to be you against me, bitch, it's not going to be me.
You hear me?
You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
so that ain't going to go nowhere. And that is a product of our experiences. That's a product of really growing up in the jungle. You got so many people who claim that they want this life, and you got so many people who brag about hood life and street life, but then they look at people like you and I, and they say that our violence and our aggression is such a bad, horrible thing. No, bitch, we just don't know how to turn it off. Because
You
this
hear
is
me?
who we are. It's not an act. It's a product of our experiences. We are all a culmination of our experiences. When you grow up in the jungle, you're gonna have animalistic tendencies. It just is what it is. But at the end of the day, friend, that don't mean it's a bad thing. Because anybody who ends up with you needs to know that you was gonna go tooth and nail to motherfucker protect them.
Absolutely. I
They
don't play by mine.
gotta watch their back because you watching their motherfucking back, front, and side. Honey, come the fuck.
Hey, Harry! I'm sorry.
Come the fuck. No, you fine. The friends is in here supporting us. What's up?
Hey, girl.
So, so
I love
that's
Miss Harry.
that's not necessarily a bad thing, friend. Be all of those things. Be caring, be nurturing. You could be vulnerable and be violent. It's a lot of aspects of this society that want to make us believe that all of these things are separate and that they can't all exist in the same place, in the same space at the same time. But baby, we just passionate people. It come with the motherfucking melanin. So baby, when they put us in that jungle, when they put us in these social experiments, this is what they got. They still got people who love strong and who love hard.
Absolutely.
But bitch, you better not fuck with us. We the parents told you to be scared of. Baby, nails, makeup, bitch, it don't matter. We are the new definition of feminine and masculine. We're the new
I
definition.
know that's right, and I want more people to understand that there's definitely nothing wrong with being feminine and also being something to not fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like people look at feminine presenting or feminine living folk, and they think that we are just those who can just be punked and beat the fuck up and you know what I mean, like bullied and chastised and talked about and spit at. And the truth
These
is,
are,
I hit you with my car, bitch. Don't fucking play with me. Like
these
you know what I'm
are
saying? Like
experiences. These are experiences. People like me, people like Chauncey, people like CJ in the chat. We those type of motherfuckers. We've been put in those situations. We grew up in a place. When I say we grew up in the jungle, we grew up in a place that viewed our femininity as a weakness. But baby, it's in our DNA to be
I
straight.
wasn't raised by soft bitches.
It's in our DNA to be strong. And these are the people who raised us. So we naturally gonna knock back. But we're gonna keep it moving, friend. We got a whole motherfucking blur, bitch.
Lord.
What?
Look, they forgot we on live.
It's fine. What does we're gonna bring it back around? What does your ideal partner look like?
Look like or like on like exterior or interior?
Who is your ideal partner? Break them down for me.
Um, if I'm being completely honest, my dream man is Polynesian. Um, it's just something about them they so all of my Polynesian friends, all of my Polynesian brothers, they take such good care of me. They don't care how I present. They never made me feel uncomfortable. And if they have made me feel uncomfortable, even by accident, they apologize quick, especially if I bring it to their attention. And they don't allow nobody else to. I'm back. I got a phone call. I don't know why. Am I here?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to sync back up with the sound. You good?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, your Polynesian brothers.
They have given me a sense of protection that I've really always like longed for back in my old life. And that's what I want in a partner. I don't need you to be asking me if a nigga is disrespecting me. You should already know that nigga disrespected me because I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want someone that's just all talk and not about, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be like a physically violent person, right? Just don't shut up while you hear somebody disrespecting me. I don't like passive people. You know, I need a partner that matches my energy. And in my experience, they have done that. They have done that for me and have never failed me. So I want somebody. I would prefer somebody into the 6 to 7 foot range.
Friend, let me ask.
I am okay. So my driver's license says 5'7", but the doctor told me a few months ago 5'9". So I'm gonna go with 5'9" because we like a tall bitch. And in these shoes right here, I'm like 6'1". So let's go with 6'1". I like 6'1".
Okay. Y'all, anybody who watches the show, y'all know I don't knock anybody preferences because I don't really do cisgender men, bitch. Or white people.
Listen, and my ex, thank God, ex-husband is white and
You been
craziest.
before?
It was very, very brief. The relationship wasn't. The marriage was. Didn't really even count at this point. But the relationship was like, I think over a span of 4 to 5 years.
And how long?
Um,
And how long was the marriage?
like maybe a few months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you open to marriage in the future? Is that still a possibility for you?
Yeah. Like I said, if I feel secure in the person that I am with, I'm not a set in my I'm a stay in my spirit type person, but I'm not a stay in my area type person. Home is where the heart is, baby. We can go live on a beach. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm 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 open to whatever. You know what I mean? Just treat me right, cause I'm gonna treat you right. And I'm funny, so you better be too.
Okay. Okay. Um, briefly, if you care to share, friend, what happened with the marriage that made that so brief compared to the relationship?
Um, so I'm working on writing a book because
It's,
things like this.
well, you ain't gotta share it now.
No, I am gonna give you a little bit of it because it's something that I'm realizing that really does happen to people in real life. My life was like a Jerry Springer show. Okay, which is why I say I'm not against dating white men again, but I'm really um this man got his brother's wife pregnant while his brother was in jail. And his
And
brother already has two children by the girl already. So now he has two children. She has two children by the older brother and one daughter by my ex.
and
And huh?
this was a cisgender white man.
Yes, yeah.
Baby, cisgender white man got zero on this live today, and we done been here for over an hour, bitch. Go ahead, friend. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. So I found the only way I found out is because his mother just randomly sent me an ultrasound in my Facebook like Messenger. You know, she just sent me a ultrasound, and um, she was like, Cassie, the girl's pregnant, and it's by my ex at the time, my ex at the time, and she so I called him immediately, and of course he was not answering the phone. Couldn't get him on the phone actually for an entire like 6 hour span. When I got him on the phone, he was in a different state, and he said that he had took his grandfather, who by the way was living in like one of our spare rooms. Um, he took his grandfather to South Dakota because they needed to breathe. He came back the next day, and he talked to me and told me it was a lie because his mother never wanted us to be together in the first place, which was, kind of the truth.
You,
They weren't really big on interracial, huh?
you think it was because of race
It
or
was they said it out loud. They weren't used to it. It wasn't something that they were really like comfortable with, but it also wasn't really they business. You know what I mean? So like it was
that
something we
because
were com-
people who have darker skin than them?
No, but also I would tell you, friend, I would tell you this, friend. I would tell you this, friend. I had some people in my family that were the same way towards him. So like it was just like one of those situations. We was combating that the whole time, but there was one person, i.e., me, who had moved past their not necessarily moved past my upbringing because that's in my soul, but had moved past the hateful ideas that I had been taught about white folks, right? Because like we don't trust white folks where I'm from. We don't intermingle with white folks. You know what I mean? Like it's like we work with them. We club with them because they buy shots. You know what I mean? But we don't do. You know what I mean? But we don't do all those things with them. And if you do, they talk shit about you. Like I mean, like dog your ass out. You feel me? So I had stepped outside of my comfort zone, and I was like, let me date outside what's normal, because these motherfuckers be tripping over here, so let me see what these motherfuckers do. These motherfuckers wasn't shit either, because they be fucking inside the family, and the mamas be okay with the shit. The other reason I found out, right, because he lied to me. I found out the truth because his mama had posted the gender reveal live on Facebook, and he was at the gender reveal. They popping balloons together and shit, bitch.
Messy. The mother is messy.
And big. Messy and big. Two horrible shaped like a refrigerator, big ass Frigidaire shaped ass bitch. You too old to be, you too big to be behaving this way. Leave your child alone. Let your child be happy, baby.
My Lord, honey, my
Yeah.
Lord.
But I learned my lesson, so now I'm single. That's why I'm single.
Ah! Oh Lord. Would you consider yourself, first of all, you do consider yourself non-binary, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you consider yourself more dominant or submissive overall?
I would say, what you mean, romantically or sexually?
You tell me.
I will say I'm gonna switch all around, honestly. I'm not if I'm not the type of person that's so submissive in my partnership, in my relationship, that's gonna say, I'm gonna just listen to this nigga because he want me to. No, I'm not fixing to do that. But I'm not just gonna tell you to shut up all the time that you stupid either. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a degrading person. I don't believe that just because I prefer the top that I should be the person making the decisions or anything like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very open to communication when it comes to those things. Now, sexually, I'm totally versatile. I believe there should be equal pressure in the front and in the back, because why do we have them both if we're not using all of it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know, that's all I'm saying. Life is short. Life is short. I got maybe 60 more years on this planet. I gotta experience everything.
Would you consider yourself monogamous, or are you open to non-monogamy?
So I've been telling my friends that I wasn't into like monogamy anymore, right? And it's because like it's presented such a problem. I feel like I am both capable of monogamy and polyamory, because I have a lot of love to give. I'm a lovable person. I don't kiss strangers, but if we dating and we're romantic, we can kiss. I kiss my best friends. You know what I mean? Like, my brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? Like, we're not afraid to show affection to each other, like, not in a weird way, you know? But like, I'll hug my brothers and kiss my brothers on the cheek or the forehead. Like, we don't give a shit, straight or gay, you
Okay.
know? So like, but shit, I forgot the question, Corinne. I'm not gonna lie. What you say?
Monogamy or non-monogamy, and you basically said that you're ambiamorous. Shout out to that horn in the chat.
See, and that's why I don't get. There we go. Thank you for that. That's why I don't get online preaching to folks and telling people what is and what isn't, because I don't be knowing all the words. But yes,
I didn't know the words as long as you know the concepts. The way
yes.
you're sitting up talking on this live, I'm surely motherfuckers been thinking, this nigga is Bree with her hair off, honey. Oh Lord. What is your age range in dating?
I won't date. I don't feel like I want to be romantically involved with anybody under 25. I feel like you don't know who you are before that. Um, and that's not to downgrade anybody. You know, that's just me saying what I was, and in my experience, what I've seen, and what I've witnessed, and what I've known, and I can state and show facts and proof is that before that age, you're still trying to figure yourself out in the basics of who you are, especially in the queer community.
We have literally learned in the past few years that the brain doesn't stop developing at least until 25. Are you we already discussed this. Do you prefer a night in or a night out, friend?
What is a night stargazing, reading poetry or listening to music, what is that considered? Like, is that because like I don't need the people, but I would prefer to be out in the open space. Does that make sense? Is that okay?
I love that. You're the first person to break it down like that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Um, when was the last time you were physically intimate with someone?
I'm a sexual person, so yesterday.
Work. Why not them?
Look, I canceled to get on the live tonight.
So do you so is it possibility for that person?
No, and I will tell you why. So like I told you earlier, I don't like having sex with strangers. I've known this person for 5 years, and this person, and I have always been emotionally incompatible. We're good friends, but we're not. We're horrible partners. Every time we go out in public, he worried about if somebody looking at me. Bitch, I'm throwing ass. They gon' look. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like they gon' fucking look. So I don't have time to be in competition with my partner. You know what I mean? You either throw ass with me.
Sounds like somebody who might be a little too insecure for you, friend.
He is, and he is, and he knows that, and we've had that conversation. But the sex is wild because his cakes are fat and his dick is too. So we don't throw away what doesn't work, but we just
We
not gonna give it no upgrades.
we accept people for the good and bad. We accept people for the good and bad, honey. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you know your love languages?
Um, my love languages are touch and affirmations, verbal and physical. I love to physically be involved with my partner. I'm a very intimate and emotional person. I don't mind my partner. My ex, I used to lick in his nose, put my fingers in his ears and shit. You know what I mean? Like he used to be sleeping and shit. I lick his eyeball. You know what I mean? Like I'm that type of bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a like, like I really like to have fun. You supposed to be my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like we should be able to do all of that. We was using the restroom with the bathroom door open, brushing teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's my love language. You know what I mean? Like I love good mornings and good nights. Even if we on trips or something, you better tell me good night before you go to bed. And if you don't, we have a problem. You're not going to sleep peacefully.
Are you willing are you willing to relocate for love, or do they have to be in the Midwest in Wyoming?
I love my friends here. Like I've made some really I've some really some really good chosen family here. You know what I mean? They make me feel safe, even though like geographically, like you wouldn't think gay, black, and non-binary should be in Laramie, but like they really make it for me. Like it's the cost of living is not bad. You know what I mean? Like my work is very frugal. I make good money. You know, I supplement. I got what I need. My friends are there for me when I need them. But at the same time, they also know that I am not geographically like pinned anywhere, bitch. I want to be. If I'm on like the beach in a different country somewhere, like where the sun is always shining and it's never cold for a nigga, I'm with that, and they know that. You got my number, bitch. Call me.
I dig it. I dig it. Final question, friend. We've heard about 30 minutes of why, but break it down for us real quick why you think you make a great partner for somebody else.
Um, I think accountability is a big thing, and I've really looked in the mirror lately, and I know who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get nothing but who I am. You're not gonna have somebody who's pretending to be somebody in the beginning, and it's something like this when you actually get them, behind closed doors forever type. I'm gonna be who I am regardless whether you like it or not. So you're gonna get 100% Chauncey all day, all night, even if it gets on your fucking nerves. Ain't nobody gonna be able to disrespect you. You hear me? Like I don't play people playing with somebody that I say I love. And that goes for all people in my life. Brothers and sisters, cousins, friends. And you know what I mean? Even my mama, when she getting on my fucking nerves, I will say what I want to, but you better not. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm a really like loyal person. Like I'm a very genuine person. I'm not a broke bitch. You know what I mean? Like I know how to save my money, you know? Like and a lot of bitches don't know how to do that. And not knocking you bitches, but spend your money wisely, not all over the damn place. And then, you know, like, I mean, like, we could feel good together. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's feel good. Look, what movie is that? He said, "Don't you want to feel good?" That's a Tyler Perry movie. Oh my god. She said, "Don't you want to feel good?" That's toxic. That's horrible. I'm sorry. That was no. Scratch that.
Baby, you got your tens, love. Tell them the best way to get in touch with you, my friend.
I'm working on changing it. But for right now, all my handles are Clutch Pros B52. That's TikTok. That's Instagram. Twitter, we don't even know how to use yet. We're still working on that. But my name's Chauncey, and you can find me on Facebook that way. I'm a singer also, so check me out. You know, I appreciate y'all having me.
I'm gonna spell it out for him. That is CLUTCHPEARLZ. That is Clutch Pearls. Fine. If you ain't checking for my friend, you gonna keep settling for less. I'm telling y'all, I keep bringing y'all the best while y'all playing in our face. Thank you for coming, friend. Thank you for coming on, friend.
Thanks for having me, baby. I loved it, every second of it. Look, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna listen to the rest of it.
You. And
I love you too.
Fuck with me online. This is one of the people y'all need to thank. Thank you, friend.
Bye, friend.
Hey. It looks like we have a couple. It looks like we might have a couple more people left. Let's see what's going on. Okay, one of our friends, Kemet, if you in here, is saying that you're unavailable to join. Jonathan, do you still have time to come up? You still have time to come up and fuck with your girl for a few minutes, Jonathan? Backstage, is we still going to get wings? Are we still down to go get wings? Okay. All right. Thank you. Who are you? You like my outfit? Jonathan, you still want to come on? Thank you, whore. Thank you, whore. My contacts is getting dry, bitch, honey. I don't even know what's in this motherfucker. I don't even know what I've been smoking.
Hold
Hey,
on.
friend.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too. Okay, great.
There we go. Fantastic.
Give the people your name and pronouns, friend.
My name is Jonathan. I'm he, him.
And tell the people your age and where you're located.
I am 40 and I live in Rockford, Illinois.
Illinois in the building. This is who was
Yeah.
about Illinois, honey.
Yeah. I live just west of Chicago. So, but apparently, allegedly, we're very violent. I don't give a fuck.
Friend, we're gonna get into all of the things. I'm gonna let you defend it.
I'm excited.
Can you give the people your zodiac or your B-Day?
I am a Gemini, unfortunately, but I am a twin.
Like a human.
I actually have a twin brother, and he's a piece of shit. Yeah.
So your twin exists on the outside of your body, like in real life.
Yes. I actually legitimately have a twin brother, and he's a fucking asshole piece of shit. Donald Trump supporter.
Oh my Lord. What is your what is your sexual orientation, friend?
I'm gay as fuck.
Oh yes, honey.
Love I I'm sorry.
Can you also tell the people what you do for a living? I know, Jonathan, we're gonna
I
get,
am a veteran, so I'm also disabled. I'm a disabled veteran.
but thank you for your service, Jonathan.
Yeah, so I'm medically disabled. There's my cat. I've had
Were
her for she's
were
10 years old.
oh,
I've had her for 10 years. Yeah.
she's beautiful.
She's my baby.
Were you serving during Don't Ask, Don't Tell, Jonathan?
Yes, it was a nightmare.
Mm, thank you. Thank you again. Thank you again.
If I'm going to be honest, on this live with everybody watching, I was sexually assaulted
Oh no.
when I was in the Navy, and that was in 2002, and I served until 2006. Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that, friend.
it's okay. I mean, I don't mean to like drag everything down, but
No, it's for me it's disappointing because I think I might have a little inside eye or a little inside scoop on how common sexual assault is in the military for men and women
it really is.
to be victims of that. So I just genuinely feel sorry, and also as a sexual assault survivor, I know the trauma that comes along with that. So I appreciate you just being who you are and being somebody who's so open, especially and being somebody who's open to have a friend like me who is perceived as not like people when really I'm just a shit talker.
If I'm going to be honest, I think you're phenomenal, and I love you. I love every second of you. I like I drown in you, and I love you so much.
Thank you,
You're a wonderful person.
Thank you, Jonathan, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate our brothers and sisters who are genuinely open to hearing us out and genuinely open to learning without trying to be in the forefront or without trying to create a narrative for us.
Yeah, it's not
I,
for me.
I genuinely love you because you're overall just the type of guy that I get along with. Just open to learning, knowing that we can learn from everybody around us, regardless of how they may or may not be perceived. Um,
Well, me being a cis white guy, it's very difficult for people that are not cis and they're not white to be American. It's very difficult. So I don't try to diminish myself, but I try to elevate people like you, black women, cis black women, trans black women, who are the most important, in my opinion. You're the most important part of our lives. You're the most important part of American culture.
I appreciate that Jonathan, but you definitely don't have to. And you're right. I don't think it's necessary for anybody to have to
Right.
own shine in order to big up somebody else. You're just a genuine supporter, and I appreciate it. And that's all I can ask for. At the end of the day, none of us asks for our identities, and none of us asks to be born in this fucked up society that has brainwashed all of us, even those who are black and trans.
Right.
We're part of the brainwashing too, where we suffer from the colonization as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we
Well, you're the worst. You've dealt with the worst part of colonization.
baby, this star is too shine. This star is too bright to lose this motherfucking shine, Jonathan. It don't matter how dark the universe is, baby, you gonna always see me glowing.
No,
But
that's you. That's you.
why do you think that you are single?
I'm single because I want to be single. My ex, I broke up with my ex 5 years ago, 6 years ago probably. But like, I broke up with him because he cheated on me, and then he beat my ass. He strangled me. I couldn't, and he knows I couldn't deal with that. He knows. I said the one thing that terrifies me the most about being a gay man is the fact that I can be abused, and people are going to look at me and be like, well, you're a guy and you're fighting against another guy. Might as well just fight it out. Nobody would take it serious, you know? And he strangled me, and I said, no more. He went to the hospital. Not, he didn't go to the hospital because he was physically assaulted. I did punch him, but he called me the next day. He's like, baby, can we work it out? I said, no, absolutely not.
Had he
There's no
been
way.
at all before that incident?
No, well, he'd been violent against my things,
Mm,
but like not my person.
mm.
And when he had ended up cheating on me with my best friend, my ex best friend, he they fucked in my living room and in my kitchen. And I just couldn't bring myself to have sex with him again. And that's what brought him to violence. It was because I couldn't have sex with him.
My Lord. My Lord. And you said it's been 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years.
Do you
About 19 or 2015. Yeah.
do you feel like you're ready to move on from do you feel like
I
you're
mean,
loved or be loved?
I still have sex, and I asked a guy out. His name is Reese. I asked him out. He said no, he's not into wanting to, I guess, being in a relationship with me at that point. Although he had already asked me out, and I told him no. It's a long story. But yeah. No, I mean, if somebody's serious and they're caring and they're legitimate, yeah, I'm into it.
Okay. Okay. I honestly wasn't expecting that, friend, but I appreciate it. What has been your longest relationship? That past
That was it.
that was
There
it.
was, yeah, I only had one relationship really. Um, I mean, I've had like friendship situations or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, I'm fucking a guy and it lasts a while, but yeah, we were serious and committed for 3.5 years.
What would you consider your biggest strength?
I'm pretty good at listening.
I take it. What would you consider your greatest weakness?
I am I'm super naive. I attract a lot of narcissists,
Mm,
and so that's part of why I'm single still. I guess just a lot of guys that come in and they use me and they fucking abuse the fuck out of me. I am beat up.
what do you do you think that there's anything in particular that has led to these? Do have you found any common commonality that has led you to these people or led them to you?
Um, Mostly it's my naivete. I'm very I want to believe that people are good,
Mm-hmm.
and these really handsome guys come in and they are very friendly and they're very open and they tell me everything that I want to hear.
I'm gonna tell
And
you,
yeah,
handsome usually ain't shit. Attractive people in general usually ain't shit. But you got lucky finding me as a friend. I'm an anomaly. No other attractive person is gonna be worth a motherfucker. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, friend. There are genuinely good people out here. But I do understand the questioning yourself because I know for me, um, I have attracted, I feel like in the past I have attracted wounded birds, as they say. So for me, or have been attracted to wounded birds. So
yeah,
that's what I'm doing this go round. That's the soul searching that I'm doing. I'm looking into myself to figure out, is there something that I'm genuinely attracted to in these types of people, or is there something about me? Is there something about my energy that's drawing them in? Is there something that I'm doing that I don't realize that I'm doing that may be giving these people a green light to prey on me?
right. And that's what I'm afraid of. Like I'm afraid that I am just basically a prey animal. You know what I mean?
No, that it'll take some time to figure it out. Who knows? By the end of this live, you might figure it out. Watching the playback, you might figure it out. I honestly think for me, it's given me a sense of worthiness. In the past, it's given me a sense of fulfillment when
Yeah, for sure. Like
I,
I actually feel the same way. It's like it is giving me a sense of empowerment, but like I don't know how much empowerment I have to where I might come across the next narcissist and they will finish me. And I'm terrified.
just take your time. The biggest advice that I can give you is take your time. If somebody is genuinely here for you, Jonathan, if somebody is genuinely right for you and meant for you, they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to give you their time. They're going to give you your time because it's not going to matter. They're going to be there regardless. They're going to be there whether you need a day. They're going to be there whether you need a month or a year. Honey, they're going to be there in whatever capacity you need them in because they're genuinely there for you. And that's it. So
You're right.
friend, take your time. Um, what describe your ideal partner for me?
My ideal partner is obviously a man. I mean, and I don't mean that as just cis man. I'm with it for trans men. I absolutely am. Um, Somebody that really gives a fuck. I don't know how to explain that, but like somebody who likes me and loves me and will give me the time of day and won't be violent. I'm not into violence. I'm sorry, but like,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you to keep your eye out for any type of controlling or possessive behaviors. Not always, but keep your eye out for that because a lot of times that is a sign and a signal to violence. You know, you may end up with a partner who has some dominant controlling tendencies but are just only because they're extremely overprotective. So there can be a juxtaposition, but just keep your eye out for that. When you notice those things, that's a chance where
yeah.
I need to give you a little
Well,
more time where you may need to step back.
that's the thing is that like, okay, so my ex, violent. My my friend Joshua, I'm not friends with him anymore, but like my friend Joshua, we were kind of fuck buddies, kind of, because we never fucked. But like we were kind of fuck buddies. We sucked each other. But He was extremely crazy, narcissistic, insane, but he was very pretty. And that was my problem. That was my fault. But like, and then another guy that I was fucking around with, his name is Alec. Very
Brian,
pretty.
Brian, I was joking. I
Oh,
but
sorry.
you know that, or I don't know if you know this, but when I was growing up, my grandmother always told me that there's truth in the best jokes. And I
That's why I started spilling.
yeah, I can tell you that
Sorry about that.
as somebody who they apparently consider one of the pretty people, um,
You're
we
gorgeous. Look
thank
at you. Face beat, everything. Beautiful.
thank you, Jonathan. But we come with it. It tends to be a lot that comes with pretty. So just the heads up. Um, I
Yeah, thank God I'm not pretty.
and you do also have to keep that in mind. There are a lot of people who are considered pretty, considered conventionally beautiful,
Yeah,
and if I am part of that tribe, we commonly don't care what other people look like. We're commonly attracted to who we're attracted to, and it just is what it is. Um, but we still have we a lot of times we're so pretty on the outside because it's a way of coping with not feeling so good on the inside.
yeah.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. Um, would you consider yourself? I think I know this answer, but would you consider yourself more of a dominant or a dominant or submissive personality in relationships?
Surprisingly enough, I'm actually pretty dominant. Um, Not because I'm not dominant with regards to like trying to take over somebody, but I am sexually dominant. Um, I would say if I were gonna go with, I'm pretty neutral. I'm not submissive. I'm not dominant. I'm just like do your thing. You know.
I take it. I kind of, that was kind of the answer I expected. But you did speak of sex. Is is sex important to you?
No, not really. Actually, I'm very sexual, but I'm also I think asexual because I enjoy sex. I enjoy getting off, but like I don't like I don't know. It's weird. It's like when it comes to somebody that I'm actually like in a sexual relationship with, the sex will taper off very quickly. So I'm very kind of asexual in that regard, but I also like getting off. I don't know. It's weird.
I think I kind of get it. Um, would you consider yourself monogamous or not?
Yeah,
Monogamous, definitely.
absolutely. Because I've thought about it, and I'm okay with the idea of polyamory, but like I don't know that I could do it. So
I respect that. Do you? When was the last time you had sex, Jonathan?
2 weeks ago.
Could you see yourself with that person?
Uh, I gotta think about who the person was. Yeah, no, we he's he's a great guy. He's a great guy, but like I don't see myself with him. No.
Why not?
He is also kind of like me, like very sexual but not sexual, but also not in a relationship mood.
Uh,
So, yeah. So
mm,
we fucked. We fuck. We fuck plenty, but there is one guy, but I haven't had sex with him in like a month.
and this is a possibility.
He's somebody that I would see myself with sexually because like he turns me the fuck on, and there's no way that I could actually like explain that. But
Speaking
we
on, do you have an appearance preference?
no, I don't really actually. I mean, I don't. I know this is gonna sound terrible, but I don't want to be with anybody that's like super obese.
That doesn't sound terrible. Because you have people like me who are very attracted to obese people.
Well, I mean, I'm with obese people, but like super obese. My okay, so I know this is gonna sound weird, but like my older brother is 600 pounds.
Oh, you already
I'm not
have
into that kind of size, you know, and I'm sorry.
it, and it's possible that there could be a lot of negative connotation because of your brother.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
that's a whole
He's evil. He like tried to kill me 4 times.
Jonathan. We're gonna have to have a whole. Y'all come on here and y'all come up with the best topics, but when we be on TikTok, we be just talking about the same shit over and over. I'm tired of y'all. But I'm gonna start using these topics that we come up with in here. What is your age range for dating, Jonathan?
um, I try not to go low. I've had sex with somebody that was 19, and that was 2 years ago.
Okay, so you were 38.
Yeah. So, you know, the sex was okay. It wasn't even that good, but um, yeah, I don't have an upper,
Okay,
so I'm good with like if I was to date, it would be somebody between 25 to 70.
okay, I dig it. Are you open to kids in marriage?
Oh God, no. Marriage is okay, but kids, fuck kids, fuck kids, fuck
Fuck
kids.
kids, honey. Fuck.
I
Do
don't
you
want nothing to do with it.
do you have a income requirement for a partner?
No, absolutely not.
Do you prefer night in or night out?
Uh, I mean, I live right next to the gay bar. I literally like boop right there. But I'll go out, but it has to be a Friday or a Sunday. Otherwise, I'm in.
Why not Saturdays?
Saturdays are too busy. They're too much.
Got it. Got it. Do you know your love languages?
I like my chest hair being petted.
So sense of touch.
Yes, I'm a touch person. I also like when people listen or they like to be listened to.
Sounds like quality time.
Yeah.
I take it. Are you open to relocate for love, or does the person have to be in Illinois in the Chicago area?
The entire US is open to me. Like I'm ready. Like get me gone.
I dig.
Shit.
I dig it. So Jonathan, and you better not hesitate on this answer. What would make you a great partner for another guy?
I listen, I cuddle, I fuck, I cook.
Do you
And
have
I use seasoning. I have a whole cabinet full of seasoning.
clock out, Jonathan here? Do you have a specialty?
What do you mean? Specialty for cooking?
Yes. Do you have a dish that you really enjoy that you make or that other people tend to ask for?
Pasta. I make a mean red sauce.
Mmm.
It's delicious.
I ain't gonna lie, you white folks tend to be good with a tomato sauce. I ain't gonna lie. I swear to God.
But
I,
I also do a good chicken breast.
how do you do it? Grill, fry?
I bake it. You gotta put in that seasoning, you gotta put in that marinade, and you gotta put it in the stove for a while.
I believe you, friend. I believe you, friend. In my past of dating white people, I have actually dated a white person who could cook.
I'm pretty mediocre when it comes to white people, but I still cook. So,
Baby, if you could tolerate me, mediocre is not the type of white person I would call.
no, I actually do a good steak. Like, I'm pretty good at what I do, you know.
I took it. I took it. I ain't mad at all, Jonathan. I ain't mad at all. And I'm glad that you came on so you could let the people see another side of your personality.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course, love.
I
I
genuinely appreciate it.
came on so everybody could see that I really don't hate white people.
You have a good night, okay?
Thank you, Jonathan. You too.
I don't know how to end this. There we go.
I got it. Y'all still here? Baby, baby, don't you wanna sleep tonight and fuck with me? Baby, I think that is the end of the show. They won't let me let Kimmit in. Shout out to my friend Kimmit and King. We supposed to be going live since 1987, bitch, since the Bulls was in the Super Bowl. Honey, backstage is getting restful, getting restless, and all of the things, bitch. I'm tipsy as hell off of wine, if y'all couldn't tell. Praise the Lord. And I just want to give a shout out to y'all for supporting your girl. Shout out to all of the guests for coming through. I'm too tipsy to remember everybody's name right now, but y'all know I love y'all. Peace, love, and blessings.